Wally beat Zane 2 weeks ago at SmashCon.
Yeah.
So just anyone can win, anyone can lose, and it's crazy to watch.
As a spectator, it's been really interesting to watch Melee become a little more inconsistent, you know, because
Yeah.
it was always a game, you know, pre-quarantine especially, like where it's like, all right, I know who's going to get top 8 this tournament. I know at least I have an idea probably who's going to get top 4 or 5, but now it's like, dude, like Zane losing early at SmashCon was like, dude, it's insanity, yeah. I think a part of that's the accessibility to the game, and no one's immune to things changing after 2 years of the quarantine, right? Like, it's just impossible to know how good people got over that time, you know? It's crazy to think that even before Genesis, people knew who J-Mook was a little bit, but he wasn't a household name like he is now. Like, it's insane how much stuff can change over 2 years, believe it or not. It really can.
Yeah, it's just a treat to watch. However, we got Peach Puff because Eggy beat Wally. Well, actually, they're both Peach players. We were going to get a Peach Puff slow matchup, kind of put you back into your ultimate comfort zone a little bit. I'm going to take some shots at you a little.
Dude, it's so funny because I was talking to, you know, Freddie, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, here's all the things I'm going to say. I'm like, this game's easy. This game's, like, I was like, what are the worst things I could say? As an ultimate commentator, what are the things I could say? Obviously, that's not true, but, dude, I don't know. This matchup's interesting. Like, I love that it's always traditionally been very, very hard, obviously. You know, especially, like, the perspective, especially Armada talking about it, obviously. Hated this matchup, clearly. But then you look at, like, WAD. He plays this matchup so well. You know, it's insane, like, how even a matchup can change even from, you know, Armada, obviously, uncontested best player in the world for a long time. Just looking at it or approaching it in a slightly different way can change a lot. Melee's insane how much it can evolve.
Yes, Laud plays this matchup quite well. However, it is very, very difficult for Peach. And we'll see it for reasons like this, right? Just a lot of controlling airspace. The Puff doesn't really need to do a lot in terms of taking initiative. So now that the Puff has the lead, this matchup has shifted from something that's probably more like 60-40, which Laud has told me in the past is very, very hard to win because now the Puff has the lead. Technically doesn't have to approach at all for 7 minutes now.
For sure. Take the time right here, too. And I mean, that pesky back air, every matchup that back air is good in, but this one, you know. And the drift, too, right, from Puff, like just the way that you can drift your really good hitboxes just in and out of Peach. Oh, nice try right there. There again. Yeah, it's going to kill, though. Okay.
Nair enough to do it off the top. And, yeah, we're going to see these turn-ups come into play really, really huge right now. And the big thing I say is pay attention to the direction the Peach is facing, because if the Peach has her back to the Puff, the turn-up throw actually travels further horizontally. So can kind of like be ambiguous with how much space they're controlling, either vertically or horizontally, depending on when they double jump and what direction they're facing. But it gets really, really challenging right here. Nice mix.
That was a really good. That was really quick. I love that. I thought for sure, I saw the double jump go, and it's like, oh man, this is going to be tough, but able to weave around that down air. Okay, looking for the up smash. Can't find it, though. That's a Panko right there. He loves doing the down air cross up into either an up smash or turnaround grab. Like, I love the shield pressure from down air from Panko's sick.
Yeah, so far it looks like nice pickup. That's actually a massive punish for Eggy right now.
Nice. The neutral airs are coming in so strong, too.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Upwards thrown turn-ups to divide the stage in half, kind of make the drift patterns from the Puff a little bit easier to scout out. And then you get those kills at like around 100% with up air.
The walk into the neutral air, did you see that, by the way?
This is, yeah, I don't. Okay, a little bit aggressive from Eggy right now. This could be pretty huge, but the weakest hit forward air means an up air to kill off the top for Panko. Maintaining the lead, but just barely.
Capitalizing quite a bit off that weak forward air. We saw it in the last set against Magi, too. Very nice. Using a couple tools that, like, you know, obviously, you think of Puff, you think of rest and back air typically, right? But we're seeing a lot of up smash, a lot of up air, obviously, and a lot of weak forward air, too, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it's so much out of shield play right now. It looks like Panko comes in with aerial, and then Eggy's response of choice is just these really low float nairs to just kind of get a counter hit in time. It does get really dicey, though. If the Puff is shielding on the ground, her forward roll is only 2 frames instead of the standard 4 frames for a backward roll, which means like a lot of shield pressure that Peaches will go for on other characters like Fox, where you can kind of land in with float aerial into immediate down smash. A lot of that doesn't work on Puff if she's facing the Peach.
Oh, that's neat. Dude, this is like ultimate, by the way. I'm like, dude, they're just mashing aerials on shield. I'm like, this is ultimate. Like, I think I'm on the wrong stream. This is crazy.
Are you gonna be a Puff or Peach player, Paz?
No. So I like, and I'm so glad that J-Mook made Sheik cool again. Like, that is amazing. So I like Sheik.
Okay.
Sheik, Falco, and Falcon, which I think is like everyone's starter pack when they play Melee.
Very cool. All right. Recovery again. I mean, Panko's just been finding these drift callouts from Eggy recovering towards stage with up air. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that, but just again, play it so slow right now. Back air's not going to be enough to do it yet.
Looking for a little longer right here. Nice lead, but dude, I don't know. Puff is like maybe 2 good hits away from dropping the stock forward air, though. That one's sweet spot, and it's going to kill.
That was a nice mix for Panko as well, because he's kind of been showing a lot of drift in aerials, and then Eggy's response is quick float into Nair as the counter hit. So he just does empty land into just the slow drift in aerial to get the kill off the side there. Really good stuff.
Eggy trying to fire back here. Trying to find these neutral airs that have worked so well, too. Look at it. It's just crossing the stage right now. Neutral air to neutral air all day. Not finding them, though. Just going high. Don't need to mess with that. Keep your distance.
Yet again, that's roll away. Can't find grab just in time. As long as Panko can keep finding landings on these side platforms, too, it gets really hard for Eggy to kind of approach in hard. We're approaching percent where subfloat or hyperfloat up air is going to be just enough to get forward momentum and kill off the top. Probably like a few more percent, but we're seeing it right there, and that's the forward roll I was just talking about.
Right. Good trade right there again. Panko good at finding those trades with the stock lead, too. Rolling again. Cross up. Panko not committing at all. Why would you, you know?
Yeah, and it's kind of just mixing up on the timing right now, too. So he's kind of, I think Panko is picking up on the fact that whenever he contacts Eggy's shield, the answer is always jump out, float, nair, right? So he's kind of mixing up the cadence, being like, I'll empty land, I'll space really far away so that you can do that, and then I get counter hit. And then you're playing ultimate at that point. You just go back forth on shield hits.
I know, I popped up for a 2-hit combo. I'm like, I really am an ultimate commentator. There's the security in the back, by the way, looming.
Hey.
All right, hold on a second.
Hey.
This Peach Puff right now on this stream.
We might need security for Peach Puff.
Right there.
Oh, we call him back.
Oh,
We call him back. He's literally right behind us.
I'm so, get the camera set up for free.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm so nervous. I didn't even do anything wrong. Just sitting here. Commentating melee.
So Eggy counterpick, I like FD. You remove platforms, it makes harder for Puff to land. Run back to Battlefield, though.
So I gotta ask too, like, so obviously, you know, Melee's meta, you know, revolves around, you know, a handful of really, really strong characters, but there are some really tough matchups in there for them as well, right? And this has to be one of the most lopsided top tier matchups in the game, right?
It's definitely hard.
It's up there, right?
For Peach. And again, like in speaking with, I've spoken with Laud specifically at length about this matchup, and he thinks it's hard, and then it's a matchup where if you're behind, it's almost impossible in his opinion.
So my thing is, like, as the meta goes on, you know, with the number of matchups that there are that are really hard like this as a Peach main, do you look for other answers? I mean, that's what Armada did, right? You look for so many different, you know, whatever option it is. Like, I guess my base question is, why would you play Peach against Puff if you didn't have to? Is it just, it's not like, well, it's not like picking up Fox is the easiest thing in the world, right? And a lot of Puffs are really good against Fox, too.
It's a lot of time investment,
Yeah,
too,
it is.
Right? Yeah,
it's true.
so I want to say there are a handful of Peaches who have a Sheik, but in my opinion, bringing Sheik into Puff isn't even that much
tough,
better. You're better than playing Peach into Puff, but you know, there are a handful of counterpick characters, but how much time can you truly invest?
What do you get out of it? I gotta imagine there's a lot of Puffs in bracket too, though. You know what I mean? Maybe the investment's worth it.
That's
true. It depends.
That's true.
So it's just interesting to see, you know, such a tough matchup being played. I respect it, is what I'm saying. You know, you gotta respect that. Playing it well too, Eggy. Like, this is really close for stock.
Yeah, and this becomes kind of like the battle of attrition that you see because both players are at kill percent right now. We saw Panko go for that drill. That confirms into up smash, which will kill off the top. But on a lazy shield hit for Panko, Eggy can just do float up air, and that'll kill. Okay. And again, just playing so patient right now. Up air from either side will be enough to do it, depending on the spacing.
Mix up the aerials here, too. A couple back airs. Turn around neutral air. I like it. Can't find it, though. Forward air. Oh, do you see the turnaround there?
Yep.
I think that neutral air was facing the wrong way.
Yeah, kind of comes down with the attacking aerial right now. Panko takes first blood, but it just gets so hard for your resource management on either side.
Yeah, this is exactly what you were talking about, Walt. Now, Puff really gets to play the patient game here.
Right,
no
and
need to risk it.
Every single hit that Panko gets, that's just gravy at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah, Eggy looking for just very low float in air or up air. And again, traded hit enough to do it, but Eggy kind of forcing the situation there.
Yeah, got a little greedy too. Took the first back air, then leaned back into it, going for a follow-up. Either way, though. Down smash, okay. Just jumping right out of there. Yeah, that's the thing, too, is like Peach is so good at beating up characters once she gets them on the ground, but Puff, it just doesn't happen a whole lot. Like, once she gets, you know, chain grabbing Fox or gets something in a tech stage situation, hitting a good down smash on a fast follower does so much damage, Puff kind of just slips out of there.
Absolutely, yeah. Eggy trying to bring back the percent deficit right now. Panko's just not biting on a lot of these neutral interactions. Big grab. What's going to be the follow-up? Nothing after that.
Just getting out of there again. Like, it's just the follow-ups are so hard to come by. Uh-oh. Turnaround grab, very smooth.
Okay. Double pummel forward throw means edge guard position again, but touches ground. Panko running away with this stock.
I'm telling you, the rare puff moves we're seeing from Panko. The down smash this time? You don't see that too often. Back air, though, yeah, we see that one quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
common move, I'd say.
This is a percent where it gets really hard for the Peach player because it's kind of like you're not going to find a kill for another 40% or so, and it's kind of like you need to just straight up win neutral in order to get that kill too, which is just very hard to find on the Peach side. And again, Panko just not biting, kind of understanding Eggy's attack patterns with these float-in nairs that he has this propensity for so far.
Even being pinned down in the corner like that with Puff's aerial drift and like the way Puff can jump multiple times and move out of the corner, it's just so hard for Peach to find anything. It's just difficult.
Okay, yeah, up throw and turn up makes that a little bit dicey for Panko to recover in, but again, as long as the Puff can land, it just gets so hard controlling the airspace here, and wow, that's a huge lead now has.
That was quick. That was, I love that. Instant grab to the ledge, like fade back towards it. Really good catch in the timing there, but see what Eggy's got left in the tank here, Walt.
It's tough. I mean, we will find kill off of subfloat up air, just really low float up air. However, again, it seems like Eggy's just having such a hard time finding it because Panko's caught on to the shield patterns right now.
And now we're talking about these trades. 2 stock lead, it doesn't matter at all. You can take trades all day. You can even trade a stock for some percentage at this point. 115, you might do it.
Yeah, and the other thing we haven't really had too much of a chance to talk on because it hasn't happened yet is rest punishes on Peach's side are not that good. So you can just kind of let that rip. And even if Panko misses a rest, loses stock, it's whatever at this point, like you just mentioned. However, this could be bad.
Oh, that was scary. Actually, really good. I don't know if that was bait 100%, but either way, we'll give him the credit. Eggy taking a stock here. 2 more to go though, and already 75 on the Peach. It's looking tough here, Walt.
Okay.
That's one thing too. Is like I feel like Panko's playing so passive right now, and just as you should, obviously.
Yep.
Not seeing a lot of turnip pulls either, though. You know what I mean? A little disengaged pull turnip.
So the metaphor that that Tafo is used in a matchup like this is it's kind of like Puff wins most of the neutral interactions, but Peach gets to build meter.
Yeah.
So you got to keep pulling more and more turnips. It's not exactly even in that way, but there is a world where Peach eventually pulls a Stitch, and that's the difference maker in a matchup like that.
I watched a video about Stitch statistics recently. It was pretty decent, yeah.
It's all right.
I'd buy a shirt from that guy, you know?
Oh, yeah?
I'd buy a jacket from that guy.
Okay, well, they might have one. Oh, if they had your size. You got to throw that in.
He had my size. Well, they're selling out. That's good.
I mean, Eggy's selling out of this game too, right there with that back air. So 2-0 in favor of Panko, and just to think, right, this could have been Magi sitting in this position as well. It could have been Magi, it could have been Wally here.
Dude, and sometimes you look at a bracket, you prepare, right? You don't think about the upsets like that.
That's
like,
right.
It might have been, Eggy might have been putting a lot of, hey, any Falcons to practice with, all that good stuff. It's like, man, I was not ready for a Puff to be in this position. But Panko is here. Be ready now. Yoshi's again, and this is going to be the long road, you know what I mean? This is going to be a comeback against Puff. When you're already down 0-2, you're locking in for a lot of long sets if you want to make this reverse 3-0 happen, but it is very possible. Eggy showing signs of brilliance here in this matchup, but going to need a lot of it, Walt.
Yeah, and I think when we look at kind of the macro here, I like Yoshi's because it seems like, again, game plan-wise, Eggy versus someone like a Lod who likes to use more. Oh, no, this isn't good. Drift in, okay. Threads the needle for now.
Yeah, Eggy's up B's immaculate. Like, the fastballs are so good.
But yeah, I think the fact that Eggy likes to kind of be a little bit more aggro out of shield versus Lod using more of the turnips to divide the stage. Lod usually likes to look at FD as the counter pick because it becomes a little bit more one-dimensional on how the Puff will float in and how you can kind of scout out those floats. I think Eggy's looking to scrap.
Definitely, with the close stage, all that good stuff. And like I said too, like disengaging and pulling turnips seems good. Here we go. It's like the Lod approach, right? He leans on those a good amount.
A little bit aggressive there on that right platform. It's going to get Eggy kind of hurt here, taking a bit more chip damage on the way out from this right side.
Ooh. But grab not punished. Nice runoff there. Getting the turnaround too for the back air, of course. Puff's always looking for it.
Okay, no call out right there. Traded hit is good for Eggy, but high percent means they might be falling out pretty soon.
Yeah, it is now. Panko looking clean here to keep moving on in winner's side. It's looking good, but Eggy, who knows? Oh, up smash not working?
Yeah, that's the confirm I was talking about before. You can mix up drill confirm with grab or up smash a lot of time, but yeah, Eggy able to get shield up in time. That could have been a kill, but again, threads the needle with the umbrella.
Yeah, the fastball mix-ups are so clean on the side of Eggy. And it's just, you're seeing this from Peach too. Like, normally her punish game is monstrous, right? Against Fox, Falco, all that good stuff. Edge guards, all that. You just don't get that against Puff. Just passively, the defensive stats for Puff are so strong.
Okay. Trying to get a little bit more damage on the way out.
Smooth,
Nice call
smooth.
out.
Oh, the mash out though? All right.
Okay, I didn't know we were tryharding here.
Mash him like ultimate. Yeah, he's sweating. Come on.
Okay, yeah, bit of a call out on the drift in from Eggy, gets punished, and it's a full stock lead again for Panko. Is that going to kill? Okay,
I was going to say, that was close though. That was real close.
Yeah, up air will kill, so I mean, we see Eggy kind of jockeying for that position underneath platforms right now, but can't get the positioning in time.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the pressure on this stage a little bit more too. Like you said, Eggy definitely wants to scrap a little bit more. Close quarters, very good with the Nair. That's been like the go-to tool that's been working in this matchup for Eggy, but right now, we're seeing again Panko just hanging out on the left or right side of the stage, jumping off, back airing, or jumping over the peach. It's really, really tough to deal with.
Okay. Panko touching ground again. Means it's just a straight up neutral win. And this is where it gets tough, right? Yeah, where does Panko go on the drift? Eggy's just trying to call out a landing and can't find it in time.
Right. Back air again, just beating out the startup of that forward air. Again, oh, we're seeing the nastiest up beat. I'm telling you, these are sick.
Can't stand under my umbrella.
Ella.
We can do that.
Nope, we're not.
All right.
Just one. We go neutral air again. Hold up.
Yeah, kind of weak hit there on the neutral air, not quite enough to do it. But strong aerial, pretty much anything that Eggy does at this point will probably kill off the side or top. So again, we see Eggy just looking for it. Strong hit and air is enough to do it, but again, high percent means Panko might be looking for this drill confirm up smash.
Yeah, that was a critical stock though, you know what I mean? If it went the other way and we're looking down the barrel of a three stock to one comeback, this could be really hard. But now we definitely have a chance here on the side of Eggy.
Okay. Pretty solid punish overall, but again, high percent means fair to fair is enough to promote last stock here. Panko with back-to-back 3-0s.
I was going to say, 6-0 so far on this stream. Potentially. Never count anyone out.
Okay. And again,
yeah, the platforms, yeah.
So much onus goes to Eggy now to take initiative, and this is where Puff thrives in a matchup like this.
Definitely. Peach got to make her way in. There you go. Triangle jump nairs are so good, though. And on a smaller stage like this, I like it. Platform pressure here, too.
Yeah, Eggy looking for kind of just what platform is Panko going to land on? Can I connect with an up air again? The kill move of choice has been there, but it might be over. Okay, not quite. Waits it out. No float. Has to umbrella.
The best up B's in the biz. No. I'm telling you.
It stays that way.
It's so good. Has not gotten caught out of up B yet. You know, I think 4 for 4 so far on those. Or 5 for 5. It's really good. 100% is what you need to hear.
There it
up
is.
Smash is going to do it off the top.
top.
Yeah, wow. Panko 6-0 on the stream today. 3 over Magi, and then another 3-0 right there as well against Eggy. So very nice stuff.
Panko's doing it, man.
From the Puff.
Where do we got? Panko actually qualifies for top 48 winner's side with that win. So that's a run for sure.
That was a top 48 qualifier?
It was.
All right.
So Panko looking really, really good.
Top 48 winner's side. All right.
The fact that 6-0 in those two matches, 3-0 upset against Magi, and then also taking the win against Eggy, was going to have to face down the Peach regardless, but really had a solid grasp on that matchup. So like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and you earn that too, right? Because you have to upset you had to upset Magi first to get in that position, and you get a favorable matchup. You make it. You had to play really well too, though, because Eggy was playing that as well as you can as Peach, basically. So
absolutely
really good stuff there. We got a kind of a